Google search Crack Your Free CAT mocks. Click on the first link. You can attempt 3 latest mocks in the actual exam interface. After completing the test, you get detailed solutions, analysis, and percentile along with your scorecard to gauge your All India performance. Click on the solutions to get video solutions from our expert faculty.
Hello guys, welcome to Crack video series. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the colleges to target based on your CAT percentile. So the CAT response sheet has been released and many candidates are confused about which college to opt for. Especially those who wish to pursue their MBA this year, that is in the coming year, are not sure about which college to select based on their CAT percentiles. And especially if you're someone who has scored, who is expected to score 90s, in the range of 90s or 80s or 70s, there will be many more colleges to consider and there will be confusion. And also now the phase 2, that is the crucial interview preparation phase for your MBA college, has started. So in this video we'll be looking at the MBA colleges to target for different percentile ranges. So we'll look at the colleges that you can consider applying if you've scored in the 90s range, or if you've scored in the 80s, 70s, or even 60s. First, let us quickly look at the factors to consider while selecting a college. So if you're someone who is expecting a 99 plus percentile, then the choice would be less, it would be narrow because you would be targeting the range of top colleges. But if you're someone who has scored, who's expected to score in 90s or 80s, in the 80s percentile range, then there will be many colleges, and hence you need to consider certain factors before selecting the right college. And some of the general factors include the cutoffs. So first, of course, you need to look at the cutoffs of the colleges, the sectional and overall. And the next important factor to look at is the placement statistics. So you need to look at their placement report, check out their average package and their median package. And you need to also look at their fee structure. And finally, the most important factor you need to also look at is the ROI, that is return on investment. So this is a very important factor to consider, because if you're already expecting to get into any of the top 10 or top 15 B schools, then you don't have to worry about this much. But if you're looking at other colleges, then ROI becomes very important. This is because the college which you're considering to apply has a fees of more than 20 lakhs, and if the average package, let's say, is less than 10 lakhs, then it doesn't make sense to apply to this college, because once you're done with your MBA, you need to spend certain number of years repaying this loan itself, and hence you need to also consider the ROI while looking at a college. And apart from that, certain individual factors that are specific to you or related to a particular college can be location. But again, if you wish to pursue an MBA and if you got into a good college, then location should not be a problem. You should be willing to shift to that location. Another factor related to the college can be the year of setup. So that is nothing but the year of establishment. So you should also look at how old the college is and also the experience of the faculty. So you need to also look at the experience of the faculty and their background. What is their education background? Since how many years have they been teaching here? And what did they work on as a part of their thesis work? And all such things. So this information will definitely be available on the college website. So you are advised to check this out. So please do check this information, because this is a very important factor to consider while selecting a B school, and make sure you read these before taking a decision. And finally, the other most important factor would be your personal career goals. So what do you wish to do in the long term? Is there any particular specialization that you are aiming at? And is the college offering that specialization? Is the college well established as far as that particular area is concerned? So you need to look at that as well. So this is how you consider your target B school and your target MBA program. Also, some aspirants are really confused about what to do. So some aspirants would be like, I just completed my graduation and I don't have a job yet, and I'm really disappointed with my CAT scores this time. So I'm very confused and don't know what to do next. The first thing you should be doing is look at your past CATs. So see if they're good or bad. So make sense of your past CATs first. And if your CATs are good, do not rush for an MBA. You can definitely target the top B schools. So you can try for the CAT exam once again. And meanwhile, you can gain some work experience. And you don't have to work in a big company. It doesn't have to be an MNC necessarily. You can even work in a startup. So you can work in a small company, a startup, and you can perform very well and you can give an extraordinary output, and that will also help you build your profile. And especially if you're a fresher and you didn't get a CAT score this time, you're not satisfied with your score, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about it. It's always a good idea to gain work experience before you start your MBA, because work experience will definitely help while pursuing your MBA. And on the other hand, if your ACADS are bad and also if you're working, even that's fine. You can again try once again if you're not satisfied with the B schools that you're going to get this year. But remember that you must be very systematic in your preparation this time. So you need to work very hard. You need to chart the course of your preparation. You need to list out your career goals, jot them down, focus on your preparation well, and also focus on your work. And again, as mentioned, if you're not really satisfied with the B schools that you're going to get this year, there should not be any hurry to complete an MBA. And if you're someone who is willing to pursue an MBA this year, that is from the coming academic year, then you can definitely consider these colleges which we are going to discuss now. But a quick disclaimer here, remember that the colleges which we are going to discuss, the cutoffs or the fee details which we are going to discuss, all these kind of information are subject to change. These details are based on the data which we got from based on previous years, and these can vary. So candidates are advised to do their own due diligence before making a decision. We have done our best to include the major colleges, but some colleges could be missed out. So candidates are also advised to do some due diligence on, especially if there's any college that they're targeting, they're advised to check it out before applying to that. Alright, if you look at the list of the colleges that you can target based on your percentile ranges, here we have categorized these colleges based on your academic profile. So these are the list of colleges you can target if your academic profile is average. Similarly, these are the colleges you can target if your academic profile is good, and these are the colleges if you have a great academic profile. But again, what is a good profile and what is a great profile? For example, if your 10th score is 80 plus, your 12th score is also 80 plus, and your undergraduation score is 60 plus, then we can say this is a decent profile, decent academic profile. On the other hand, if you scored 90 plus in your 10th and 90 plus in your 12th, or you scored an 85 or 75 plus in your graduation, then this is considered a great academic profile. Again, it can even be any of these two. For example, if you scored 85 and 90 plus in your 10th, then your academic profile is great. Similarly, if you scored 90 plus in 10th and 12th, again your academic profile is great. So we have categorized these based on your academic profiles. So for example, if you're someone who is expected to score 99 plus percentile, and if your academic profile is great, then you can expect a call from IIM Bangalore and AA. That's because IIM Bangalore gives a lot of weightage to your past ACADS. They give close to 50%, so around 40 to 50% weightage is given to your past ACADS alone, and the rest is for other factors including your CAT score. Similarly, if you have a good academic profile, then you can expect a call from these B schools. And on the other hand, if your academic profile is average, you still have a chance to get calls from some of the very good B schools, some of the best B schools, and FMS is one of them. It gives a lot of weightage to your CAT score. So if you scored a 99 plus percentile and though your ACADS are average, you can definitely get a call from FMS if you scored very well in the CAT. Similarly, you can aim for the new IIMs and as well as IITs, especially IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi. Similarly, if you're someone who is expected to score 95 to 99, if your score is expected to be in this range, and if you have a great profile, academic profile, then you can definitely expect a chance from IIM Indore, because again, IIM Indore gives a lot of weightage to your 10th and 12th scores, guys. They give almost 60 to 70% weightage to your 10th and 12th scores alone, and the remaining weightage to CAT and other factors. So if you scored 90 plus in your 10th and 12th, you can definitely get a call if your percentile range is something around this range. Similarly, these are the other B schools which you can expect in this range: SPJIMR, IIM Shillong, IIT Bombay, and Department of Management Studies, IIT Delhi. Similarly, here you can definitely expect a call from MDI. Again, MDI gives more weightage to your CAT score rather than just your past ACADS. NITI and ISC are very good colleges, but these are only for engineers. Apart from that, we have the new IIMs and the baby IIMs, and also the IITs. Similarly, if your CAT score is in this range, 90 to 95 percentile range, you can expect call from new IIMs. If you have a great academic profile, you can even expect calls from new IIMs, even though your score is between 90 to 95. Here the IITs such as IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, Madras, IIT Kanpur, and so on. And if your academic profile is average, you can get calls from IMT Ghaziabad. This is another very good college. This comes in the top 15 or 20 B schools, and IMI Delhi, Department of Financial Studies. Again, DFS is another very good college, especially based on the return on investment. Next we have Simshri, XIMB, Bhubaneswar, Mica Ahmedabad, and so on. Also, as mentioned earlier, if you are expecting a 99 plus percentile, the choice of colleges would be generally very less. You would usually target the top colleges, so the choice is less. But if you are scoring in this range, for example, if you are scoring in the 90s range or 85 or the 70s range, then there will be a lot of colleges, and hence there will be confusion. So we are majorly going to discuss about the college to target in these percentile ranges, and mostly these would be non-IIMs. Because as we know, while applying for CAT, you automatically apply to the IIMs of your choice, so you don't have to apply for IIMs separately. But for these colleges, you need a separate application. So let us look at the list of colleges that you can target if your percentiles are in this range. As mentioned, to apply for these colleges, you need to fill a separate application form. So now that the CAT is over and the results are yet to be announced, many colleges applications will be open now. So make sure you check out the respective college websites and apply as soon as possible, because they will be closed soon, and many colleges would be closed before the results are announced. Now these are the list of colleges under the 90 to 95 percentile range. Firstly, we have IIT Kharagpur. It's located in West Bengal, as we all know. The fee for this college is around 11 to 12 lakhs, and the average package is 18 plus lakh per annum. So the average package is higher than the fee, and hence in terms of ROI, this is a fine college to consider. And similarly, these are the other IITs, IIT Madras, Kanpur and Roorkee. These are the packages, placements, especially Kanpur. The ROI, in terms of ROI, IIT Kanpur is a good college to consider. So these are the IITs that you can target if your ACADS are good. And the other top IITs like IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi, the percentile would be usually higher, more than 95. Similarly, you can target these other colleges if your academic profile is average. We have IMT Ghaziabad. It's located in the Delhi NCR region, and the cutoff is usually 90 plus percentile in CAT. And IMT Ghaziabad also accepts GMAT, guys. The GMAT cutoff is usually around 650 plus. So you can also apply to IMT Ghaziabad through the GMAT scores. And the fees is 17 lakhs, the average package 12 plus lakhs, and this is the ROI. As we know, this is simply dividing the average package with your fee, and you get this ROI. Next we have IMI Delhi, another good college. So these are equally good colleges, IMT and IMI. They are also similar in terms of their packages and placements. Then you can consider the baby IIMs here, pretty decent in terms of ROI. Next we have Simshri Mumbai. This is again another very good college that you can consider, because it's a government college and the fees is only 1.5 lakhs. The average package 10 plus lakh per annum. So in terms of ROI, this is a good college. Next we have DFS Delhi. This is again, you can say this is the best college in this list in terms of ROI, because the fees is just 0.5 lakhs. The average package is around 12 plus lakh per annum. And the CAT cutoff for DFS is usually around 95. Sometimes it can be 95 plus. But if you are in this range, around 95 in this range, and your profile is also good, then you can definitely apply to this college. It's a very good college to consider in terms of ROI. Next we have XIMB Bhubaneswar. XIMB also accepts your XAT, XGMT, and also your GMAT scores apart from CAT. But if you're applying through CAT, then you have to be in this percentile range, and the fees is 19, average package 15 plus. Next we have Mica Ahmedabad. If you are very interested in marketing, then it's a very good college to consider. So it's a very popular college for marketing. That is advertisements, communications and so on. Apart from CAT, you should also give MyCAT exam. That is MICAT exam. The CAT cutoff is usually in this range. But sometimes if you have a good profile, you can even manage to get a call with a cutoff of 85 plus percentile in CAT as well. And if you look at their fees, it's 20 lakhs. Their average package 13 lakhs. So their average package is less than their fees. So if you are into marketing, you can consider applying to this college. And next, let's look at the colleges to target if your scores are in the range of 85 to 90 percentile. Again, some of these colleges mentioned in this list and in the coming slide, there can be some overlap. Some colleges can be there on this list, or they can be on the other list as well. That is in the 80 plus range. So as mentioned earlier, these cutoffs vary. And if you have a very good profile, maybe you can get the call with a slightly lesser cutoff as well. First, if we look at this, here we have Great Lakes Chennai. They also have a campus in Gurugram. They basically have two flagship programs, that is the PGPM program and the PGDM program. PGPM is basically for candidates who have more than 2 years of work experience, and hence it's a 1-year program. And the PGDM is a regular flagship program for the candidates with 0 to 2 years work experience, and hence this is a 2-year program. This is the full-time MBA program. The fees is 19 lakhs and the average package 11 lakhs. Next we have TAPMI, EAPI Management Institute, Manipal. It's located in Manipal. Apart from the CAT scores, they also accept your ZAT and also your GMAT scores. The fees is 14. The average package is around 11 lakhs. Next we have GIM Goa. So for GIM Goa is also a good college to consider. They also have profile based admission, guys. So if your profile is very good, then your entrance score doesn't matter much. But again, if your profile is average, then it's ideal to apply through your CAT score, and they also accept ZAT and also your CMAT scores. So you can also apply through the CMAT exam. But when it comes to CAT, this should be your percentile range usually, and the fees is 16 lakhs. The average package is around 12 lakhs. So in terms of ROI, it's a decent college that you can consider. Next, we have the IRMA Anand, that is the Institute of Rural Management. So someone who is very interested in the rural areas or rural management can definitely pursue rural management from this college. They should definitely consider applying to this college. You can even manage to get a call at 80 plus CAT percentile as well. If your records and profile is good, you can get a call around 80 plus, but it's safe to score around 85 plus if you're seriously considering this college. Again, in terms of ROI, not bad. The average package is close to the fees. Then there is 4 New Delhi. They also accept CAT, ZAT and GMAT scores. When it comes to GMAT, the cutoff is usually around 650 for candidates who are applying through the GMAT. The fees 16 lakhs, average package around 11 lakh per annum. Next we have UBS Chandigarh, again a very good college in terms of ROI. So the fees is only 0.5 lakhs. Next we have KJ Somaya. They accept a lot of exams apart from CAT. So they accept ZAT, CMAT, GMAT and also NMAT. Candidates can also apply through these exams. It's located in Mumbai. Fees is 16 lakhs and the average package 11 lakhs. Next we have BIM Trichy. So BIM stands for Bharati Darshan Institute of Management, and this B school is located in Tamil Nadu, that is in Trichy, Tamil Nadu. And this is also one college you can consider if you're scoring in this percentile range. Next we have the Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi. The fees around 11 lakhs and the average package of 9 plus lakhs. Apart from CAT, you can also apply to this college through your GMAT scores. Alright, now let's look at the colleges that you can target under this range if your percentile is expected to be in this range 80 to 85. Firstly, we have IFMR. It's located in Andhra Pradesh, Sri City, Andhra Pradesh. It's around 70 kilometers from Chennai. The fee is 15 lakhs and the average package is around 10 plus lakh per annum and decent in terms of ROI. Next, we have the Faculty of Management Studies BHU, that is the Banaras Hindu University, located in Varanasi. The fees is less than 1 lakh, guys. So this is a good college again. The fees is not even 1 lakh, it's less than, I think slightly less than 1 lakh, and the average package is 9 lakhs. So in terms of ROI, this is the best college to consider in this list. So you can definitely consider applying to this college, and if you especially score around 85 percentile, you have good chances of getting into this college. Next we have Wellinkar Mumbai. The cutoff for their PGDM course is around 80 percentile. This is their fee and the placement, so decent again in terms of ROI. Next we have LIBA Chennai with a fees of 14 lakhs and average package, basically this is their median package that's given. Then we have SDA Bakoni Mumbai. Again their fees is 18 plus lakhs, so the fees is slightly higher and their average package is 11 lakhs. Then NIA Pune, and also apart from this, if you are scoring in this range or maybe slightly around 75 to 80 range, you can also apply for NITs. You can also pursue your MBA from NITs. The MBA fees is not usually very high. It's usually around 2 to 3 lakhs and their average package is also around 8 lakhs per annum. So you can also consider applying to NITs if you are scoring in this percentile range or maybe around 75 range. And finally, these are some of the colleges that you can target if your percentile range is in 70s to 80s. But again, if you're scoring in the 70s range or maybe in less than 70 percentile, only if you want to join your MBA this year and you want to finish it then you can consider applying to these colleges. So these are some good colleges in this range, around the 70s 80 range. If you look at BIMTech Greater Noida, this is a good college. It's they have a very good campus as well. Apart from CAT, they also accept GMAT, ZAT and even CMAT scores. Their cutoff is usually around 70 or 72 plus, but to be on the safe side, you need to get around 80 plus percentile. So this is a safe score, but again, given your profile, given a good profile, you can expect a call at 72 plus as well. Average package around 8 plus lakhs. Next, we have MDI Murshidabad, located in West Bengal. As we know, MDI Gurugram is their main campus. So again, another decent college in terms of ROI. Next, we have the IIFM. This is nothing but the Indian Institute of Forest Management. So it's situated in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. So they offer MBA, but in a different field, forest management. If you're very interested in forest management, you can definitely consider applying to this college. In ROI as well, it's a good college to consider. Next, we have IMT Nagpur and Hyderabad. And of course, we know IMT Ghaziabad is their flagship campus. It's the main campus. And apart from that, they are also having institutes in Nagpur and Hyderabad. Their fees is usually around 12 lakhs and the average package is around 8 lakhs. Next, XIME Bengaluru, fee is 11 lakhs, average package is around 9 plus lakhs. So again, decent in terms of ROI. Next, Nirma Ahmedabad, the CAT cutoff is usually around 75 or 75 plus. Next, we have IMI Kolkata. So this is their other campus. And located in West Bengal. Next, ITM Navi Mumbai. The CAT cutoff is usually 70 plus, so around 70 you can get a call from ITM. And then there is also NIBM Pune, or the National Institute of Bank Management. So again, this is another decent college in terms of ROI. And finally, apart from these colleges, you can also apply to other institutes such as Wellinger for other courses. We already discussed PGDM course of Wellinger. But with the lower percentile ranges, you can apply to other courses of Wellinger. Then we have STMIMD Mysore. This is another decent college that you can consider applying. Then there is Soil Gurugram, UPES Dehradun, or you can also apply for SIES Christ College Bangalore, or the IBS Hyderabad, Jaipuria Lucknow, JIMS Rohini, JP, NDIM Delhi. You can also apply to VIT Vellore, ISM Dhanbad, and so on. So again, as mentioned earlier, these colleges, you cannot expect very high placement among these colleges. You can expect a decent placement of around 7 lakhs or around 6 lakh per annum. And again, as mentioned earlier, if you want to pursue MBA right now, that is in the coming academic year, then you can consider applying to these colleges. And particularly if you are, let's say if you have scored less than 60 percentile or in the 60 percentile range, you can definitely try again next year. That's because it's good to do an MBA from a good college, because you do your MBA only once. So you can consider giving the CAT next year, and most importantly, it's also recommended to give other MBA entrance exams as well. If you particularly scored in this range or maybe in the 60s range, you should definitely consider giving other exams such as the IFT. IFT exam has been recently concluded. Then we have the ZAT exam. You can also give SNAP. If you have already registered for these exams, great. Then upcoming exams for which the registration hasn't yet started this year is the CMAT exam. You can also consider applying for the TISNET exam. So these are some good exams you can definitely consider applying, and by giving these exams, if you get into the top colleges accepting these exams, that is again a very good opportunity, because especially XLRA is one of the top B schools in the country. Similarly, Symbiosis, SIBM and SCM HRD are very good B schools. And then we have TIS Mumbai is again another good college that you can consider applying. And even in terms of ROI, some of these colleges are very good. So you can consider applying for these exams as well. But in any case, for CAT in these percentile ranges, these are some colleges that you can consider. We hope that this video is helpful to you. If you have any other doubts, please post them in the comment section below. We'll try to address as many of them as possible. So thank you so much, guys.